I've seen so many people fall for not doing exactly this, and it takes them so much more time. I've heard so many people get stuck in tutorial hell, or tutorial heck for the sake of the algorithm. When a new developer is learning how to code, so they're following a bunch of different tutorials, and they can follow along in the tutorial, but they're having issues getting out of the cycle of watching tutorial after tutorial and actually being able to apply their skills to a project. I myself am a self-taught developer, but I never really fell into this trap, mostly because I came at it with a bit of a strategy. Really, the whole process of how I learned how to code can help prevent you from getting into this trap. So when you're trying to learn how to code, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I found that this process is super direct and will get you to the next stage of your development journey. So the first thing that you need to do is pick a hobby that you enjoy doing outside of coding. Whether it's biking or gaming, pick a hobby, doesn't matter what it is, pick a hobby that you enjoy doing and keep it in mind. Now, once you have this hobby in mind, what we need to do is take the hobby and come up with an idea of some kind of project that we can build. So if you like biking, for example, let's come up with a project idea of building a bike shop online where people can purchase bikes. If you're like me and you like gaming, then you can decide to build some kind of tool that analyzes your skills at a certain game. The point of these projects and applying your hobby to it is to keep you interested and get you excited about building something. Too many of these apps are just generalized and not specific to you, like build a chat app or build a Spotify clone. None of these are like super exciting to most people. What you need to do is you need to get super excited about the project you're about to build. My first project, I couldn't stop thinking about the project that I wanted to build because I was so excited to finally get it built. So now that we have the hobby and the project idea, what we need to do is break it down into different technologies that are suitable for you. So if you're a newer developer, then you need to focus on the easier new developer technologies like HTML and CSS. You can use those things to build a simple web page. If you're past that stage, then you can decide to pick up Node.js for the back end. You can pick up JavaScript on the front end, or maybe even a framework on the front end. The goal of the project is that you learn at most 2 new technologies that you can apply directly to this project and come away with some new skills. Okay, so once you've got your list of the different technologies that you need to learn, what you need to do is go find tutorials for those technologies. Don't worry about the project yet. Go find one tutorial playlist for each of the technologies. What you're going to do is you're going to complete the tutorials and you're going to stop immediately after the tutorials are over. You won't know everything you need to know in order to build a project, but you will know just enough to get started. The point is, you need to get started on a project before you get sucked into tutorial heck. If you get sucked in, you will continuously go through the cycle of finding a tutorial, not feeling like you know enough, starting another tutorial, and still not know enough. And if you're concerned about not knowing enough, what you need to do is get started. And as soon as you get stuck, go Google the question that you have to get unstuck. The whole process of being a developer is getting stuck and then learning how to get unstuck. And once you finish this project, go back and do it again and again. The point of this is each time you go back and do a new project, the project should slowly get bigger and bigger, requiring more technologies to learn in order to build this slightly bigger of a project and then do it again. And eventually you will build a portfolio and have all of the skills to be able to do the job of a web developer. I've seen so many people fall for not doing exactly this, and it takes them so much more time. Don't be one of those people that does one tutorial after another. You got this.